The views expressed in this podcast, Champ and Tramp, belong to the host and guest, not the Champ and Tramp podcast itself. It's intended for entertainment information, so please use discretion. We're not responsible for any outcomes resulting from the content discussed.
What's up, guys? Our sponsors at Muscle Med sent us their own 2-in-1 test-boosting multivitamin, Vitamin T. What a great idea. This is something everyone should be taking.
Yes, this product is brilliant. We all know men's testosterone has been taking a beating over the years, and this is everything you want in a multivitamin, plus the improvement and enhancement of men's testosterone to make you feel and look your best.
With all the bullshit going on in the world today with the demasculization of men, Muscle Meds is saving men's masculinity. Man up with Vitamin T.
Real show, here we go. Real show, here we go. You know that it's gotta be that time, so this is what we chant. What keeps on getting them all amped in advance? Come on. You and I rocking out with Iron Man, FE. You get the general's point of view on top of Roger's rants. Whenever tapping out, we're putting the most minutes in. You already know what that's about, you know that winners win. Crush whatever's on task, check the podcast. It's the champ and the tramp, let the bomb blast.
What's up, guys? We got a good one for you today. We got Jimmie Rivera in the house, UFC veteran, bantamweight veteran, now over at BKFC, doing big things over there. New Jersey native. We got some fighting dudes in this city, and I love it in this city, in this state. And we've had a bunch of them on the show, so good to have you on finally, Jimmie.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me, guys. I'm excited to be here. It's definitely going to be a fun, interesting show.
Absolutely, man. Two UFC studs right here.
Yeah, hell yeah. Man, my guy, I was messing with my damn headphones. All right, yeah, Jimmy, good to have you here. Mike, you too.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't do Jimmie also brought his police chief in, Mike, sitting in with us. You're also the owner of a number of Tiger Showman gyms.
I own one Tiger Showman's in West Orange. Yep.
Okay, right on, brother.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Good to have you. Yeah, you were newly sworn in, right?
Yeah, I can't believe he hired me and gave me a gun. I had no idea.
Yeah,
oh, you need closer?
Yeah.
I'm not used to big black things. Excuse me.
Roger is actually an expert, so if you need any advice.
It didn't take long.
I'm sorry.
It didn't take long.
Well, I'm just going to be myself, you know. My bad, Roger. I set him up and he slammed dunked.
I hope you guys are comfortable with gay humor because this guy's going to have a lot of it.
Oh, it's okay. It's all good. Yeah, I mean, I can't believe he hired me and gave me a gun. No, I'm joking.
Let's talk about that a little bit. I mean, we want to talk a lot about fighting, obviously, but, man, I'll be honest with you. I would not want to be a cop right now. Rough time to become a police officer. We need good cops, obviously, so maybe you got to look at that from a different perspective. But it's kind of an assault out there on police officers right now. So what was your take on that, and why did you want to become a police officer?
I mean, take on it now is that, start from the get-go. I got into it, pandemic happened, my school shut down. I was like, yo, I got to make a living. I didn't have kids at the time, so I'm like, if I had kids, I would be probably stressed and probably lose all my hair. But so I was like, you know what, I want to do something. And Mike and I met. We started working together. He's like, listen, I really want to teach defensive tactics to my guys, and I want them to get better. I want to start this program. So me, him, and Ron Showman, the co-founder of Tiger Showman, we started a program where we've been doing the past 5 years defensive tactics with Elmwood Park, and use of force has gone down. And these guys, it's crazy. Literally, I'm going to recite everything that he usually says to me. The most thing we use is our hands. Being a police officer, have to take a suspect under custody. It's the least amount of training we get in. You have literally 5.5 months, 6 months in the academy, and then once you graduate the academy, that's it. You don't have any more. So now, the PTC is mandatory. Like it's only gonna be mandatory about 12 hours?
12 hours a year.
12 hours a year for defensive tactics, and you guys. You training yet, Roger?
Soon to be. The gyms. Back in the day at the barn, I used to train a little bit. Yeah. You know about the infamous barn where Steve Rivera.
Okay. Yes.
I used to train a little bit back then, but no, I grew up in Maine, tiny little town, so we didn't have any.
They're all pussies.
I had a varsity letter in fly fishing and log rolling though. So
log rolling. We might have to talk about that either later on this or afterwards.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I have 8. So everybody listen, I do have some ADD, so it goes around a little bit.
It's all good, bro.
So we started the program. It's called Guardian Defensive Tactics. It's going unbelievable. We've certified a lot of instructors. It's going great in our department. They're well trained now. Guys are showing up. Not only that they have the tools on the belt, but they're speaking with a lot more confidence because they know how to defend themselves. They know how to go hands-on with someone. So that led into I wanted to get some more experience, so I started dispatch. I wanted to get more of the police side of it. And I was like, this is cool. Like, this is very interesting. And then we talk all the time about stuff. I bounced stuff back off of him, and we became such good friends. I was like, hey, I think I want to take the next step. I'm like, can I be a cop? He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, let's do it.
That's awesome.
So at the time, I got hired as a Special 2, which just basically means you're a cop when you clock in and you're a civilian when you're not. And once a spot opened up, someone left, I just stepped right in. And since then, it's one of those things that it was a pandemic kind of thing. Plus, I stepped in the right time. We talked about doing a program. And on top of that, as I got more and more into the program, wanted to help these guys, I realized I want to put a better taste in these people's mouths. Like,
Go ahead, Frankie. I know you got a joke to make about that.
Go ahead. I just paused to wait.
He went up in the air and he paused for you to hit it out the park.
See, that's how. I guess you still got some respect for me.
Yeah. If it was Roger, I mean, all over him.
I basically want to.
He would have turned it on me somehow.
Yeah, you could have let it rip. It's all good. I just wanted to, be able to. It's almost like educating people. Like I get people that come into my school and they try all different schools, but you educate them like, hey, this is what we do. This is why we do it, and what you're getting out of the program. All that. It's the same thing in policing. Like I showed up to someone. I'm like, hey, listen. Like I pulled someone over because the registration was expired. I'm like, listen, I'm not going to give you a ticket. Just go online right now. I go email DMV. I'm going to give you a pin. Renew it right now. I'll give you a verbal warning. I'll see you later.
I didn't even know you could do that. That's cool. Good to know.
Yeah.
See, I don't think most cops would have that patience to say that.
That's what happens.
We do things a lot different.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
We literally Elmwood Park, him running the show.
I'm speeding through Elmwood Park every time.
I'm still gonna have to pull you over. Rob.
Yeah, dude. Come on.
My registration's good though.
But literally, he sets the bar, and at the end of the day, I'm like, I just have patience with people. I mean, we've dealt with all different things. You literally have you have the front row seat to the craziest show in the world. You know what I mean? You're dealing with everything, and we've even talked about getting on a serious note. I'm like, I asked him about kids, and you have to deal with an infant. I don't know if you really, I don't know if we really want to get into that, but I was like, he's telling me stories on the back of the police car doing CPR. They're going to the hospital. I'm like, please don't let it ever be like, I don't want to go to that call.
Yeah.
I don't, because you guys all have kids.
Yep.
He has kids.
Yeah.
We all know. I'm like, so on the serious note, but you also deal with some simple things of helping an old lady up, helping someone cross the street, and then you deal with, where you got to go hands-on. And since we've been working now 2 years almost, only had to go hands-on once. Usually they don't even recognize me. They just see the ears.
They respect it right away.
Yeah.
That's smart. That's smart.
They see the ears like, I'm not fucking with that guy.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
all right, word. So, but it's going really good, and I can't complain.
You have to credit that. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu has been around forever, but the UFC kind of blew it up. And up until, what's the UFC been around? 25 years, 30 years?
30,
up until 25 years ago, people wouldn't have known what a cauliflower ear meant. Now everybody knows. Like, don't fuck with that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, wrestling's been around forever.
Right.
But yeah,
didn't
it
have
definitely
the-
popularized it.
Yeah.
UFC popularized
Right.
the cauliflower ear. You know?
I mean, they did it right, especially during the pandemic. Everything shut down.
And they kept it rolling.
They kept it rolling, and listen,
Dane is an animal, bro. I got so much respect for that guy.
yeah, I mean, he did the smartest thing ever. He just kept it going. He was like, we're just going to rent the
Found a
island.
way.
Rent the
Yeah,
island and
yeah.
go
Found a
there.
way, yep.
Which, did you end up going to?
I was supposed to. And I went. At that point, you had to go to Vegas first and get a test. And my opponent tested positive, so the fight got canceled.
So this is what's fucked up. So the people listening right now, we're in Jersey. We had to go to Vegas,
Yeah,
5.5 hours.
yeah.
Then from there, we had to fly, 14 or something,
14,
15 hours
14,
to Abu Dhabi. Not to mention to come back
Yeah.
from Abu Dhabi to Vegas, which
yeah.
was 20 hours,
Yeah.
and then fly another 5.5 back.
That's crazy.
It was
Like
actually,
we were passing over Jersey.
yeah.
It's like, yo, give me a parachute, bro.
I gotta say, Frankie, I mean, your whole fight career, you were extremely well traveled, always on the go somewhere. But even in retirement, you're one of the most well traveled. You just got back from Morocco.
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 Yeah,
You just got back what? And then got in a car and drove straight to
Virginia
Virginia.
Beach for wrestling.
Jesus.
Yeah.
This dude's always on the go.
Yeah, I think I seen Ron down there, actually. I may have seen him.
Oh,
In
yeah?
Virginia Beach, yeah.
How was Morocco, by the way?
It was cool,
Side
man.
note, good?
Very cool. Yeah.
What'd you do?
Yeah. It was a UFC gym opening.
Oh, okay.
Grand opening, and BJ Penn was out there. Forrest.
Can we talk about that? You text me. I had to fake fight BJ. What
dude,
was
they
that like?
set us up like that. Well, dude, they tell me like, "Oh, you're doing an exhibition." I'm like, "Wait, what? Like, what do you mean?"
Wait, like when you landed, like, hey, you got this thing, by the way.
doing like the exhibition. I'm like, "What do you mean?" On the thing it says debate. I'm like, "Debate? Fuck, debate BJ, bro." I don't know if I'll lose that debate, you know. But then they're like, an exhibition. I'm like, bro, an exhibition with me and BJ is worth a lot more than you're fucking paying me, you know.
That's funny.
But,
So wait, so how did the exhibition go? Like, paint the picture. Like,
you guys get to talk it out before?
Yeah, we did. He did not want to do it. You know, like he was like you tell he did not want to do it. I didn't want to do it.
so there's an agreement. Like, this is some bullshit.
Yeah,
Let's
this is
figure out how to make
yeah.
it.
I'm like, bro, let's just drill. You know, they had kids do demonstration first, and they were kind of just drilling. I'm like, bro, this is what we'll do. We'll drill back and forth takedowns. Then we get in there, he's drilling, and I'm like, yo, just triangle me. He's not my arm by you. He posted me on my hips, going, he's rolling around. I'm like, all right, that's cool. And we got up. So it wasn't bad, but it was cheesy as hell, Dude, but this is legit. This UFC gym was 80,000 square feet.
Wow. What?
80,000 square foot gym.
How many
Morocco.
cages? How many octagons?
Only one. Only one. But it had a basketball court in there. Huge, just turf, machines everywhere.
Wait.
Recovery
Let's rewind that back. So I'm gonna make this interesting. By the way, we rushed out of the restaurant, so I had a cappuccino. So I'm going
perfect. Yeah,
wow,
that's what
man,
I like.
how good are you at basketball?
Oh no, I'm not good.
I suck.
I'll be honest. I used to be decent. I used to be able to shoot the ball. I can shoot the ball a little bit. I can play good defense. Obviously, probably foul you a lot, but play defense. I can drill the ball decent. But I can't shoot the ball for shit anymore.
But I'll tell you this right now: if I looked at him right now and said, "Motherfucker, I'll beat you at basketball," he'd be like, "Let's go."
Yeah,
He's so
I'll still.
competitive.
Listen. I'm not good at basketball, but I will beat Roger.
Well, he's going to be playing Khabib basketball. You ever see them play basketball?
Yeah.
Man,
No dribbling.
There's no dribbling.
Double legs.
I was like, yo, I'll play that basketball.
Yeah, that's more our speed.
Oh, man. I mean, they have a basketball court. It's a UFC gym.
Yeah, it's a little strange.
Well,
but I don't know. And you know what? They had mat space. But I would think they would have a huge mat area. They had little mat areas. I'm like, bro, what? Get rid of that basketball court. Put all mats down there.
The biggest gym I've ever been in, I've only been in a few UFC gyms. The Riverdale one, the Wayne was huge, and I think that was 40,000. So that's double. That.
They had it looks like an auditorium, like you go and take a class, like intro to music class in college, for different coaches training and stuff like that.
All right,
Part of it, yeah. Elevator in there, escalator, bro. Wow. Sick lighting all up and down the place on the ceiling. Pretty dope.
So do they have they down my business side kicks in? Do they have a lot of members? How's that going? Is it their gym?
The town is in Casablanca, which is a city that has 3.9 million people, and and not even in the outer areas, in the city. So yeah, I mean, it didn't seem like it was super crowded. I guess a little bit, but not over the top. Yeah, I guess they got people. They were all there. They probably ate at McDonald's. Is right next to it, right? Yeah. Bro, the best. It was like eating McDonald's in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Back then, when McDonald's was good.
Yeah, because
that's what it was.
Some of the ingredients are probably
I don't know. The cheese was melted. The fries were perfect.
Well, we're the only country now. You want to get in? I have a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
We're the only country. Our Skittles are different.
Oh, I know.
M&Ms,
our ketchup, Heinz ketchup, bro.
Cereal, all that stuff. If you go overseas, it's completely different.
That's not even allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen.
So the McDonald's was pretty official.
Because it was actual burger.
And our driver kept pointing out the McDonald's. Oh, there's a McDonald's over there. And I'm like, oh shit. They're proud of their McDonald's.
You should have been like, hey, you got Five Guys?
Yeah, the Moroccan accent.
I mean, dude, they speak French. Most of them speak French.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And Arabic, but a lot of them speak French. Yeah. But it was a cool spot.
Now, if my wife was here, you could ask her why exactly, but I just know that they speak French.
Well, I know that. I don't know why. I mean, they're so close to. They're literally Tangier, I think, is the city that's 6 miles from Spain.
Right.
And that's how supposedly you ever heard the Moors went over to Spain, took over Spain. That's why some part of Spain is Muslim because of the Moors took over. But yeah, French. I'm like, how they get to France though over there? You know what I mean? But what's next to them? Algeria's in the middle. I think they speak French. Libya, they speak French too. That whole north part of Africa, I think, was colonized by the French, probably.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Parts of Canada, even northern parts of Maine, they speak French.
Yeah.
We. So you're doing big things over at BKFC. Obviously, quite a transition from MMA. But do you like it? Some guys like Mike Perry is over there fucking running the game, and he's an MMA guy. You know,
he's freaking killing it. He's doing unbelievable. He's like the front man. I mean, listen. I'm trying to recruit Frankie right now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Roger, they got some heavyweights. You got to throw a couple bombs. It is one of those things where when I left the UFC and finished my contract, we went a couple places. Bare Knuckle really offered the best contract, and I was like, let's do it. And it was a great contract, and it still is. They're unbelievable. And then on top of that, you know how it is. You got to train for MMA fight, kickboxing, boxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, MMA jiu-jitsu, all that stuff. We literally just boxing. Yeah. So me and my two teammates, we were training. Lou was supposed to fight, and then, long story short, I don't know. Are you still friends with Santella? Sean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So supposedly with the contract, he couldn't. He had some other thing he was signed.
Are
So
you supposed to fight Sean?
Yeah,
Right? Yeah.
yeah.
I saw that. Yeah.
And
He was talking about that. Yeah.
And I guess there's a lot of people that don't want to fight at 125 bare knuckles, so it was like impossible to.
Sure, he was gonna. Yeah.
I was really looking forward to that.
They were suing him.
They were supposed to like fight numerous times. I'm like, oh, this is gonna finally happen. And then he said something with the contract. So me and Triz fought. We ended up, Heather Hardy was supposed to be in the main event. It was Christine, and that was for a title. I was really looking forward to that because, watching Heather on Bellator and all that, and being a professional boxer.
Been in it for a minute.
So she couldn't get, she had a problem with medicals, injury. So they bumped me to main event, and they bumped Trizano to the co-main. And literally, we finished a training session, and I look at him like, yo, you feeling good? He's like, I don't know what to do with myself. Like, all we're doing is boxing. I'm like, 2.5 3-hour days become now hour days, or maybe like an hour here and a half hour later on. Like they're so short, so it's so much. Like I didn't think I was gonna fight till 35. I was gonna retire soon because MMA is fucking hard on your body. But doing this bare knuckle boxing, I'm like, this is. I mean, I've got cut a couple times, but besides that,
I was gonna say that's probably the biggest thing. There is you're definitely gonna get cut, right? I mean,
no matter what, you're gonna get cut. Right? Yeah, you're gonna get cut.
So,
but go ahead.
How do they wrap? How do they wrap your hands?
The hands are literally so.
But like, is there something here?
Nope.
Nothing.
You are so there's no. You know how you wrap inside. You got like the chapstick.
Yeah.
Nope. Can't do that. You literally just wrap right here before the knuckles, back more for wrist support, and you literally this is just bare and that's it.
Yeah, I have a hard time with that, man. My hands are so fucked up. I can't like really close my hands. You know what I mean?
Who cares?
Yeah, you're right. Hey, you're right.
All of a sudden you say, yeah, and just add a couple more zeros. Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah. I listen. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not seeking it out, obviously.
I'll put in the word.
But if someone knocked on my door, I would have to entertain it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What are you saying? The
dog is still in him for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't ever really leave. You just got to figure out how to kind of push it away a little bit. But man, it's like it's unbelievable. It does suck though. Like the first kid I fought. And he was 6'2", because I went to 145 for this. 30, you get older. 35, like I can't make that anymore. And I'm fighting. I'm 5'4", weighing like maybe 160 at the time because it's after the weigh and stuff.
Yeah, right.
I'm fighting a dude that's 6'2". But it was the best thing ever because every time he hit me was the top of his head. His hand was like so bad after the fight, and we were ready for right hands.
Yeah.
And then him and I talked after the fight. And was like, I was like, yo, how's that hand feeling? He's like, it sucks. And his coach comes like, hey, man, I'm sorry. I'm like, why are you saying sorry to me? He's like, I had to tell Howard that you talked all this shit and said all this stuff. I'm like, yo, Howard, I know I didn't say anything. He's like, yeah, man, I just want to say sorry. Howard, I'm sorry. I just had to get you up for a fight. I'm like, yo, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not like that, Howard, at all. He's like, I'm cool. I'm respectful as long as you're respectful. He's like, yeah, it was funny. But I can't believe the coach came up to me and said that. I was like, but I guess that little height advantage helped a lot because it's like literally the top of my head. Imagine fighting. You ever fight? Who was the tallest guy you fought?
Probably Oliveira, maybe. Like 5'11", I think.
5'11". Imagine fighting someone 6'2".
6'2", dude. All I used to spar was the beat.
Oh.
And like, bro, he's 6'2". And,
it sucks.
What's that movie? Was it Warrior? Top of the head, hardest part of the body.
Old school Gladiator.
Yeah.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Top of that forehead, hardest part of the body.
I mean, you guys can't say it, but I can say it. I mean, you can say it, but you sound a little cocky. Really, you guys, Jim Miller, nobody really from Jersey that's gone anywhere in the sport and is really talented, nobody's really a shit talker. None of you guys really ever shit talked your way into your career.
No.
Can you think? Am I missing somebody that is in Jersey? No. Miller, he's been at it forever. That dude fought UFC 100, 200, and 300. That's crazy.
I know, it's unbelievable.
That's insane, bro.
It's unbelievable. I was pulling for him his last fight. He had a rough last fight.
Yeah, it was tough.
No, who else is from? I mean, no one real. No, he's from Sterling's from New York.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
the New Yorkers. Jersey's a different breed.
Blue collar, man.
Yeah,
blue collar
for
people.
sure.
Yeah.
You gotta respect that.
Hell yeah.
When you fight, you
I'll
could be the
I'll
first.
Be very quiet.
You could be the
I'll
first.
very quiet.
Yeah?
I'm too old to fight, buddy.
He should do celebrity boxing though. You know, like not like Jake Paul celebrity boxing. You know
No,
what
I mean-
but like you know how he used to do like legit celebrity boxing.
I had an offer years ago, back when I did that show, but in kind of its infancy, when I still get his number. What's the guy's name? That
What was that queer eye for the straight guy?
Yeah. That was the offer I got. Yeah.
I know Feldman.
Jose Canseco, they wanted me to fight.
No way, really?
Yeah,
I would have
way
been.
back
I don't
then.
know.
yeah.
I don't know if I'd take that one.
That was when he was juiced to the gills too, but I was pretty juiced too.
Yeah.
No, I think actually Feldman's brother still does something with boxing or celebrity boxing or something like
Oh,
that.
really?
Runs some
Does it?
shows.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to still get in,
Hey,
I'll make a
listen.
call for you, Roger.
Back then, there was no payday. It was like whatever little bit of money you made from it. So you're training. I work a full-time job. I'm a union guy. You know what I mean? So you're training. I think they did cover airfare, but that was like it. You know, and I think I had to go to Ohio. There's no money. Whatever little bit of money it generated, you give to your charity.
Wait, to fight Jose Canseco?
There's no money.
Get the hell out of here, bro.
That was back then. Now you make a little bit of money. I think. You don't?
No, I'm saying if I did it, I'm making some money and
Yeah, exactly.
I'll donate some to charity.
So I thought about it for
You're
a
losing
brief
brain
second,
cells.
but I'm like, I don't have any background in fighting. Would I?
So I know you. Eddie,
Street fighting.
Just
a little
fist pumping.
Yeah,
together,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Hell
I
yeah.
fucked up. Just
I
fucked
like
up.
that.
I'm sorry.
I
I'm
like
not.
that. I like that.
Hell
Not
yeah.
trying to bust Roger's chops
It's
as
all
much
good,
as
bro.
Frankie.
No,
Can't
definitely.
hurt
I'm
my
done.
feelings. I'm good.
All right.
Frankie can.
Yeah. No, I know you worked with Eddie too, and you guys both fought. Or getting ready for the bare knuckle.
Yeah, fucking getting ready. Well, I was working with Eddie because so happened he was fighting Chad, and I resemble Chad a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was like, no, like literally
Yeah,
after
yeah,
one of
yeah.
Chad's fights at the UFC, yo, congrats, Chad. I'm like,
Bro,
"Not
people
Chad."
people tell me I always look like Chad. Even when I was fighting him, the
Yeah,
week I was
didn't
fighting
somebody
him,
in
they're like,
the
"Yo, good
hotel-
luck, Chad."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Thanks."
yeah, by the fourth person, yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Fuck him up.
Fuck Frankie, bro.
I fucking find it so hilarious. It's so true though.
yeah, for real.
Or even Lewis. So I have.
He looks like a little Henderson. You look like that's who you look like. Hendo, little Hendo.
Yeah, he too bad he's not 5'6". I mean, all right, you know.
Yeah, no, I mean, fucking Lewis. When Lewis fought in Ultimate Fighter, people were coming up to me. I'm like, dude, it's not. I'm not the guy. I'm like,
my hair got.
I can see that though.
My hair ain't green, bro. My hair ain't green.
That's fine.
No, but so when, like, how was the adjustment? Like, you're always wearing gloves. We always spar with gloves. Is it a big difference when you're in there with no gloves? Like the distance, the covering, and how do you prepare
no.
for that?
So it's not that crazy. If you think about the MMA gloves and doing the MMA
it's
sparring,
pretty close.
It's
Yeah,
pretty close.
right.
It's not bad. But you got to pick your shots.
You can't just throw.
You can't just throw. It's not like you have a glove on, like the MMA
just to
glove,
protect your hand.
and throw. And if you fuck up a shot, like, oh, you'll be fine. You fuck up a shot, your hand's fucked. You're fighting with one hand. Like,
Right.
so that's definitely the biggest thing was going into this was that, and you could dirty box. So when you get in the clinch, you could grab the head and hit.
Right.
So someone was like giving me shit on mine or something like that for my last fight. I'm like,
Right.
yo, that's legal, bro. I could grab and hit, and you could keep punching while you're in there.
Yeah.
So like the guy.
That's an advantage for the MMA guy.
Yeah,
for sure.
advantage.
Right?
Well, the guy that's in there, so it's really interesting. The guy that's in there is a champ at 145 right now, Kai Stewart. He is straight up MMA guy, but he makes more money doing this than doing MMA. So I was talking one day, and he's like, I hope to transition, but he literally just wrestles everybody. He
know what?
Grinds them out.
I remember watching. I don't know if it's him where he like kind of like level changes and like bumps him with his shoulder.
Yeah.
And then body. Yeah.
He does like the overhand step. Then he comes in the clinch.
Wait,
like,
is he the little guy with the like handlebar mustache? Yes. No, is that him?
Is-
Fought the
do you-
really
do you
tall
find
dude?
Do you find someone that size little? Because I don't know what I am to you then.
Well, wait. How tall? Is he?
He's like 5'10", 5'11". I'm like,
maybe not.
I'm a dwarf to you or something like that. I'm a fucking midget,
That
man.
can't be the guy that.
No,
we
he's
talked
got the
about that
handlebars.
fight. He fought the really, really tall, lanky.
He
dude,
did fight a
the black-
super tall guy though. He fought like a super tall guy.
and he fucking
Yeah,
put
Howard
work.
Davis. He fought Howard
He
Davis.
put
that
work in on him.
That was so. That's the guy I fought my first fight in Bare Knuckle.
Oh, really?
Davis?
Howard Davis, and then the guy he just fought on the Mike Perry card, which was in December. That fight when I fought Jeremy Stevens, Howard fought Kai for that fight.
Yeah.
And that's the guy with the handlebars. Yeah, he just,
that's where he like
Yes.
literally
I
it's
was
like a
like-
drop step, but he doesn't hit his knee.
Yeah, it's
You know what I mean?
craziest thing ever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked really, really good, and he can take a shot.
I mean, dude, that
Yeah.
kind of opened my eyes to what the possibilities for that.
That's what I'm
sport, though,
saying because
you know?
like when I fought Howard, like he grabbed the clinch, I was like, wait, I'm not used to this. And then by the second round, I figured it out, and I
Yeah.
was like, all right, I got this.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But you know, all that wall wrestling stuff like that comes in handy, and
Oh, yeah.
as long as you're still punching, they're not stopping it.
Right.
So you're good.
You know, I
BKFC
remember.
is owned by that Triller, right? That
No, Dave
No?
Feldman owns it.
yeah, yeah.
And now he just sold 40% of it to
Conor McGregor. Yeah,
That's crazy.
Connor's got
Which-
part of it now.
Yeah, which is, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just
It's a brilliant
How
move,
long
isn't
until
it?
he has a bare knuckle fight?
he's got to finish his contract.
I
with
know.
UFC.
I wonder.
Well, that's like, did you watch that? You know why Aldo fought, right? He literally just kind of put it out there, and people ignored it. It was his last fight on his
Yeah,
contract.
yeah.
He fought out his contract, and that's it.
Right.
So I'm sure they'll offer him stuff and all this.
The UFC, yeah.
But he's gonna get off. I mean, he already did boxing matches.
Yeah,
After,
yeah, right. He did. So
Yeah,
so they probably
yeah.
allowed that.
He
They
did
allowed
the-
the boxing.
He did the
probably.
boxing
Yeah.
with Jeremy Stevens, and then I think he boxed someone
He
else
boxed someone
too.
else. Yeah, pro.
Connor
right? I
also.
think,
Yeah.
He was contracted with the UFC. and he
Yeah,
did
but the
boxing
UFC
fight.
made money off
But
of
they,
that.
but
course,
they
of
make
course.
the
Co-promoted,
They
right?
make them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they co-promote. They get the
Yeah.
money off of that. Now, if Aldo does a boxing match, that's all going to him.
Right.
Yeah.
And he could box. You know.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Frankie could box too.
Well, Masvidal's got a league now too, right?
He's a bare knuckle MMA
Bare
league.
knuckle
Bare
MMA
knuckle and MMA,
So
yeah, yeah.
once the guys get hit, they're like, "Fuck this!"
Yeah.
Yeah.
They go in for the takedown, and they're like, do
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu and all that wrestling, which is funny because I've watched some of the fights, being on 4 cards already. Not the Mike Perry card, because all those guys are like they're like in there to fight, not the Knuckle Manians, those
Right.
Mike Perry cards, but like some of the other fight cards. There's a couple guys on the undercard. You see, once they get hit, they're like, "Fuck this, I'm
yeah,
done.
yeah.
Like I don't want
Really?
to deal with
Yeah.
this." Yeah, I'm like,
Because that's like you could prepare in an MMA fight. We can hit each other pretty hard with sparring gloves.
Yeah.
And you get a good feel of what it's like. Obviously, we're not shouldn't be laying into each other, right? But you never could really get a feel of what it's like to punch bare knuckle. You can't prepare. You can't train that way.
unless
down-
you've
go
been in
down
some
to the
street fights.
Seaside
No, of
Boardwalk.
course, yeah, no.
That's true,
I'm saying,
that's
yeah,
true.
I've been in fucking street fights since I've been in UFC, so it's been a long time.
We just got to hit the shore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's it.
I'm down.
Let's
I'm
go to
down.
Jenks
Listen.
or something like that.
They don't
I'm
fight.
down. I'm down.
Tiki?
They don't fight anymore at the shore. They pull out guns now.
No, they'll still.
No,
Yeah,
really?
well,
Yeah.
supposedly it had, but it wasn't. It was like a
Oh yeah.
False
Yeah, what
flag.
was that?
Everybody panicked and the whole boardwalk emptied out. But it was a false.
It was
alarm, I guess.
Rogers. It was
Yeah,
Rogers'
farted.
tattoo.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
had his shirt off. It was Rogers' tattoo. The gun hanging out
Hey,
of his
easy
belly.
Panther, easy Panther. Dude's got a panther on his back with blue eyes.
Bro, he's
Is it on the lower part of your back?
No,
You're clear then.
Yeah, not a tramp stamp.
no, it's not.
Oh,
He has a
shit.
bedazzled handle on his gun too.
You would know. You would know.
I can't jump in yet. I don't have that comfort zone yet.
So, becoming a police officer, does that affect your BKFC career? Are you gonna still fight, or?
So I have a great boss.
Yeah, I see that. I see that. Yeah.
And with
You
that
bring
said,
you bring him on Champ of the Tramp. He's got to be a good dude.
yeah, I mean,
He brought me on stage on the last fight.
Did he really?
yeah. So I was like, do something with the police, and they're like, hey, why don't we get some guys out here and do a walkout? I'm like, all right, let's
That's
do
awesome.
Hell yeah.
So he organized it and got the guys, and then he actually were like, hey, we want to get more police. We want to really, show our support for first responders. So they contacted he actually contacted local police, and they comped tickets, and they came out, and it was
That's
like
great,
awesome.
man.
it was
That's
really
great.
yeah. I mean, a little bit was a little tough because it was Mother's Day weekend. That was a little tough with the whole fight card, but surprisingly how well the event did. I mean, I was speaking to someone in the back. They're like, yeah, we usually do 4,000 to 6,000 with PFL and Bellator for a weekend fight with Mother's Day literally the next day. It's not like Father's Day, because fathers, they'll go right out.
Right,
I got you tickets for fights.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did 5,700 at the gate.
Wow.
So I'm like, telling my manager, I'm like, hey man, just do it on a weekend where it's not Mother's Day, and we'll
absolutely.
blow it out of the
Kill it,
fucking
yeah.
water.
Hell yeah.
So,
Hell yeah.
but it was awesome. I mean, Mohegan Sun's beautiful. You ever fight at Mohegan Sun?
No.
I've been
In
there.
Connecticut, right?
Yeah.
No.
Been there?
I don't think I have.
You've been there.
I've been there a couple times. Really nice.
Yeah, it's really
spot.
nice. It's
Beautiful,
really
yeah.
nice. Yeah, the arena's nice and all that. It's really,
Yeah,
really
yeah.
cool.
A lot of fights start up that way.
Yeah. So
I saw. Side note, talking about your being a police officer now. You posted over the weekend. You're part of the motorcycle brigade, or
no, I'm not.
I saw you on a
I'm
bike.
not.
I'm like, this guy's like doing big things. He's been a police officer and show.
So
Isn't it kind of hard?
I
to get
asked
on
my
that
buddy.
duty?
I'm like, hey, well, so he always we have 3 bikes there, and he wanted to get all the guys on it and do a whole diamond formation, but one of the guys couldn't ride, and the other bike needed some work. So I'm like, there was one left. And it kind of looks stupid having one guy on a bike and not another guy.
It's
So
for
I
the
was like,
parade, Memorial Day
for the
parade.
Memorial Day
Gotcha,
parade. So I'm
okay,
like, hey, can I hop on?
Because I
and
know
go?
a guy that did it for the state police, and he said it's tough. You gotta qualify.
No,
go through all these
that
cones,
course-
and he said it's really tough
My
to get on.
my
there.
uncle's push. Like I know if I ask him, like we have a great boss.
Yeah.
It's not that I have a great friend and boss. We have a great boss. So when the guys want to ever go to training, because people don't realize like we go. So we do the academy, but we continue going to school. We continue going to training.
That's only you guys, though. Most people do that. Most police
They're
officers do that.
supposed to, but not everybody does the upkeep.
Yeah, I mean, so he's rare. Like that's why Emerald Park sets the standard for the other towns around us. So he's always good. Yeah, you go for training, and he's already said I could go. I'm like, it's fucking hard,
Yeah.
and I'm a little scared to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like
You
eventually
say
I'll go.
hard, which it is, but it's very technical. It's not like there's anything high speed. It's all super slow speed. But the cones are so tight, and it's crazy.
My uncle's done it. Everything's literally just clutch and gas. That's it. Little feather the brake. You're not really. Actually, I'm sorry, not even really hitting the gas. This is clutch and brake. And the turns are doing the figure
It's an
eights.
800-pound motorcycle. It's not like a moped.
No,
you know what
it's
I mean?
not.
So, yeah.
I mean, did you do the course?
I didn't. I've ridden my whole entire life, but never have done that, or what. I've never even done one privately, let alone a
But
police
no,
officer
don't
course.
you have to do that to get your license, though?
Oh, I thought you was gonna be some gay pride thing.
No.
I was waiting for it to come. Not
assless
when
chaps.
Not when I took it, but I took it forever. I took it when I was like 18
I did. I
years
had to
old.
do like
Did
the going around the cones and shit.
you? Nah,
No,
I mean, maybe. I honestly, I don't really remember. It was so long ago.
you do for your driver's test, but there's always like Harley does a course, and then Fairleigh Dickinson does a course. So back in the day when I had to do it, I was on like a 250cc bike.
A lot of guys
So
taking on mopeds.
So we're literally on mopeds. No offense, there was a guy your size there on it. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy riding this? So you pass.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
now
yeah.
they changed it. And the only reason I know that is not because I'm a cop. It's because my wife went to go get her license. I told her, I'm like, yo, I'm tired of you fucking riding on the back of my bike.
Yep.
I'm going to get you a motorcycle.
Yeah.
You're going to get your license because my wife is a better shot than me. I'll tell you that right off the bat. It's an apocalypse. She's going to survive. She can hunt. She's a
Really?
She's a girl
shit.
she's a girl from Quakertown,
You
PA.
North
Okay.
Jersey guys are all like that. Like Jim's like that too.
Yeah, it's
Jim
just
Miller, his whole. I mean, he hunts like. We had him on the show a while back, and he got a call from the UFC when he was literally sleeping in the woods in a tent, or not even a tent, in a sleeping bag, waiting to get up in the morning to go hunt deer. Got a
Yeah.
call for his next fight. It's crazy.
That's how. So my wife is like that. So now, when you want to get your license, it has to be on a 500 or bigger to ride anything. So you have to do a bigger bike. So they got away with that. And I was like, damn, babe, I'm sorry.
I did mine on my street bike.
So this guy, this guy's not scared of anything. Literally, he'll challenge you to anything, and everything's a competition. The only time I've ever seen this dude actually like a little bit of fear in his eyes is riding with him. We were on
195.
and there's like dump trucks passing us on both sides. I look over and he's like white knuckling.
Yeah.
Why? What happened?
I barely ride. I barely ride.
Wait. So you have a bike?
I did. Well, no, I sold it.
What was it?
I had a
You won it
Harley,
on the show.
Yeah, the breakout. I had a breakout.
Oh, yeah, breakout. All right, that's-
Yeah.
You know what your problem was is you got to get a touring bike. You got to get a street glide or a road glide.
I got a road glide.
Yeah, that's where it's at. Like literally, on a breakout. If you like my wife's bike, she's got a street bob. That thing's got a bigger engine than my street glide. But when not having the windshield, she's like, I can't keep up with you. I'm like, why? Shake the wind. I'm like, I don't believe it. So I got on it. I ripped it. I was like, oh, I get it now. I threw a windshield on it right away. I'm like, she started riding. She's like, so much better. So I'm like,
for sure.
when you have a windshield or something like that, barrier, like, it's,
Little better.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Which is a side note. You see the new 2024?
Do you like him or not? Because it's a love-hate. People either love them or hate them. I personally, the looks-wise, I'm not a huge fan.
I don't like the street glide look because it looks like an Indian.
Yep,
But I
exactly.
like the road glide look.
Yeah.
My seller is that it looks like a Cadillac. That whole everything is
Yep,
the
that's true.
electronics. I did. I'm like,
You dig it?
I suck.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm picking up mine.
Are you
mine
really?
tomorrow? Yeah.
Nice.
I could not. I could not. Like I liked it too much.
What are you getting? CVO?
So the CVO road glide.
Nice, dude.
And with the orange and black
Nice.
traditional
Beautiful
colors.
bike.
It's
Beautiful
such
bike.
a beautiful bike.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, they're like such in demand that
They really are.
the resale.
See where
value-
you're at. You ride out where you are, right?
We all,
Mostly.
it's all in cows and fields.
Yeah. See, that's
it.
cool. Like, yo, riding around here is crazy.
No, I
bro.
would not ride it like
Crazy.
No.
You
gotta
got
start here to
A lot
get
of
out of
people,
here, though.
and you got a lot of old people.
Like I rode
Yeah.
2 weekends ago. I got by myself. I rode all the way down to Sweetwater Grill, all the way down on the Mullica River. Last weekend, I rode to the Delaware Water Gap by myself. Like I'm not. I
He ain't got no friends.
I got no
Just
friends.
hit me up, Roger. We'll go
Yeah.
riding.
Let's go, bro.
We'll go. I got you.
You
My-
ever done Hawk's Nest? We got to do that. That's beautiful.
Love Hawk's Nest. I
Beautiful
really
ride.
want to do. So I just found actually we just went to Lake George this weekend. We're talking about it.
Bro, go in September. We go every September. Last 6 years.
There's a bike weekend in Lake George.
I go car show weekend, and it's kind of a fluke, right? So I booked it. I just wanted to get out of here for some good riding, and they got the mountains up there and shit.
Yeah.
So I said, guys, let's do a boys trip. Let's go. Here we go. I know Frankie's going to chime in. Let's do a boys trip to Lake George, and I just picked a random weekend in September, and I booked it. We get up there, and it's car show weekend, and there's like thousands of cars, the town, and I was like, what the fuck? I just wanted a quiet little fucking, for gay activities.
It's a car show. It's a car show, all owned by guys.
Quiet weekend riding in the hills and shit, you know what I mean, with my buddies. But we had such a good time on that weekend. We've booked it every year for the last 6 years. It's a blast, bro. It's a blast.
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
man. That's awesome. Yeah, I want to do that. You do. You go to Sturgis?
I used to go to Laconia because I grew up in Maine, and you
Okay.
could literally ride. I mean, you could ride there from here too. So I think I did that like 7 years in a row. You know who I used to go with every year? Tim Sylvia. He grew up in Maine.
Oh,
Mike.
yeah?
I used to go every year with Tim Sylvia. And I think what else? What else? I never did Sturgis because that's out there, bro. That's a ride.
South
Yeah.
And
Dakota.
if you got a
right?
road glide or a street glide, everybody makes fun of you if you don't ride it. If you trailer it, you're gonna get made fun of. You know what I mean?
Really?
If you got
Damn,
a bagger,
you just warned me. Okay.
yeah, if you got a bagger, don't trailer it. People
Don't
make, or at least park it way
Wait,
when you
wait.
unload it.
Yeah, I got you.
it took 2 days to ride in. Because they're made
Get
to,
outta
like,
here,
put
bro.
miles on,
No,
you know?
but it's like those roads you can't even go fast.
Exactly.
And that's like the new thing. I was like, yo, why are the bags so smaller on the new bikes? Like a lot of people complain you can't lean it, and I'm like, oh, I know you can't lean. Like I literally had to change. So my street glides, I did all custom stuff to it. But every time I take a turn, I was riding those back pipes.
It was
so
the pipes.
The
yeah.
pipes were. I was, and I was like in the foot a little bit, but mainly the pipes. So I had to change it to the radius. So I stopped scratching them, and
I did
not
a
really that.
2-in-1 exhaust on mine, but
Yeah.
So
But
it's
when
like
you-
a little shorty pipe I got. On mine.
Yeah,
I like the way
actually,
it
I saw it. I
sounds.
saw it.
Yeah.
So, but does it ever bother you when you're riding how loud it is because it's closer to your ear?
I always, most guys on Harley wear the shorties. I don't ever wear a shorty helmet. I always wear a full face.
Do you?
So I don't really hear it that much.
All right.
So
I got you.
Me, no, because I never wear the shorty helmets. I just don't think they offer enough protection, and so.
They definitely don't,
Yeah.
but I mean, I don't. Yeah, I mean, again, when you're riding, it's not something you're going to crazy. But being a cop, his accidents he's seen and what I've seen,
I'm sure.
people
Oh,
losing
dude.
their leg and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's not really you; it's the other people.
Guardrails,
Yeah, you
exactly.
can't-
That's
yeah,
why
yeah.
you can't ride around here because it's other people. We live in like the old person capital of the world here. It's like retirement village every 5 miles.
Yeah.
We were talking about dinner. We went to Tardy's over here to grab some a quick bite.
We were the youngest ones in there by like
Yo.
30 years.
I was like, "What the hell?"
Absolutely, yeah.
He's like, "It's senior citizen hour." I'm like, "Well, hold on."
It probably is
I
like
wanted
a
to bust-
senior citizen discount
Early
day or
bird
something.
special.
You know what I mean?
I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, no, it's 7 o'clock. There's no way it's senior.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but it's. I mean, Tardy's. Next
Everybody
time.
leaves North Jersey. Actually, younger people are starting to do it now because everybody used to have like a shore house down here.
Yeah.
After Sandy, they all got wrecked, and they blew them out and made them like they left North Jersey. Everybody retired, but there is a large population of retirees down here and old people home. What is it, 55 plus, right?
Yeah.
Communities. So I got a year to go.
Yeah, a little bit, though. A little bit.
Yeah, man. I mean, we thought we were like, I'm like, what the fuck
That's
was
funny.
going on? But it was
That's funny.
Food was good though.
Yeah,
Yeah, my
the
buddy
place-
Joe
place is
cooks
good,
over
yeah,
there. He's the
yeah.
cook.
Is he?
Him and his brother. His dad started it, but Joe and
That's
his
been
brother.
around since like that.
Been around
Been around
forever.
since the 70s.
Yep.
I mean, that's when you know it's good. Little
They get all their like desserts from Nasto's up north and stuff. So yeah, they're good. That's a good spot. It's good food, but very.
I mean, you grew up in Bergen County, right? Are you saying?
Yeah.
So you know good food.
Good food, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, like both of us, we're just talking about this. That's the hardest thing moving out west. Living in the country, the hardest thing was finding food. Like we literally found a barbecue place that literally is a house, and they made downstairs a bar, and then in the back, I'm pretty sure it was illegal. In the backyard was like more seating and stuff like that. So we were going there like 2 or 3 years until they like permanently closed. But for my daughter's first birthday, the guy's like, "Hey, I'm coming out to you. You have a place where I can?" So we got a pig, and he fucking smoked the pig,
that's awesome.
a whole pig. So he's like, "Do you have somewhere I can park?" I'm like, "Yo, I got 20 acres, bro. You can park wherever you want to park." You know, I'm like, "You're fine." He parks it. He's literally there like 5:30 in the morning, all day drinking, cooking a pig. He's like, "You got to have the ears." Like I came up, I'm like, "Dude, thank you so much." I mean, it was like $400.
Wow.
Like I don't even know how big the pig was. It was a big ass
crazy.
pig.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I gave him a couple of $100 tip on it. Like, thank you so much. They cut it up and all that. He's like, "Yo," he was so happy. Like, "Oh, you got to eat this." And I don't know if he was happy on the tip or he was drinking all day and he literally got to smoke and drink and fucking hang out all day. Because I'm like, "Hey, come help yourself to food, this and that."
That's awesome.
It was awesome though. It was like one of those things, but it's hard to find some good places to eat.
It is.
But you could, you just got to shop around a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, it's called The Farmer's Daughter. We go every Sunday religiously after church. And it's all, like, the owner is the mom. And then her son owns it as well. And her father is a farmer. And they literally, everything's
Farm
from
to table.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's
You
great.
know how fresh that is.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you guys been out
That's
of the country.
hard
You
to
guys all
find
been out
anyway.
of the country.
Yeah, yeah.
How good is the food when you go to a restaurant out of the country?
It's always better.
Yeah.
Like
Always better.
Italy, you're like the
Yeah.
farm's right there. You went to the restaurant,
Yep.
like, "Oh yeah, we just got it from right there." I'm like, it's unbelievable, so good.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's how it should be. It's tough with the 8 million people in one spot, but
Right.
Yeah.
if you could do it that way, that'd be the way to do it. That's why they say, like, everybody got grass. Everybody has lawns, right? They say not everybody shouldn't have a lawn. Everybody should have gardens instead of their lawn. And then you grow tomatoes, you grow cucumbers, you grow whatever, and then you all just swap.
Community garden.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my. That's funny you mentioned. My wife's in a garden club. Now she's like, all right, she's starting this garden and all stuff, and she's got all this stuff. I go, "I love you, babe. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
I love that you're gonna garden all this. We're gonna have fresh vegetables." She's all about that. I'm all about, like, if I could live off the grid.
Yeah.
I'm slowly like, I don't know, I'm gonna get
Right.
solar. I'm gonna do this. Like,
It's just impossible in Jersey because food only grows 3 months of the year. Around
yeah.
here,
Well,
you
that's
know?
the thing. Like, if we ever have like end of the world,
Yeah.
if you get through one winter after that, you're not
You
gonna
figure
have
it out.
you're not gonna make anybody to worry about.
Yeah.
that anymore.
You're right. You're right.
But going back to the garden, I'm like, I love you, but like, all the critters we got? I'm like, we got bears, we got
Oh, out by you,
foxes, we
yeah,
got
dude.
I go, how are you gonna stop them? I'm like, you gotta get like,
Bro.
This dude,
Dude,
talking about gardening.
We have a garden.
Okay.
Not a huge garden, but
It's
a
a
garden.
prison, really.
Right? Yeah. And we built like a whole thing so so nothing can get in there. But they were too big though. Chipmunks can get in a fucking spot like this little.
Wait,
bro.
the one you just built?
No.
Oh, yeah,
so then we redid it. I redid it with like more, like even closer chick wire. Wait, is it
Okay.
called chick wire?
Chicken wire.
Chicken wire, right?
you got it. It's all good.
Close. Right? All over the place. And, bro, I bought that rifle right there just in case a chipmunk tries to get in, dude. Because I'm not playing no more.
Fertilizer.
Hold on.
It's a BB gun. It's a pellet
So we're not
rifle.
gonna show you the
It's a
rifle,
pellet rifle.
but it's a pellet rifle.
Yeah. Pellet rifle.
Pellet rifle.
Yeah.
I mean, how far is your back door to your garden?
Oh no, it's on the side house. I got like set up. I'd have to like
How far-
Snipe
how
him.
far
He's
is it?
sniping him.
Yeah, I'm like,
yeah.
You see that fucking scope on it?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah. Hell yeah.
He's got a huge ass scope on it.
Yeah.
On the rifle.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's pretty legit, dude. Actually, it was going through plywood. It's definitely gonna bust up a chipmunk.
I had the same exact one. My buddy borrowed it to shoot the geese in his backyard, and I never got it back.
Geese,
but-
man.
Yeah, the geese, they shit everywhere.
Yeah, they do, bro.
Geese shit everywhere.
That's so. My father-in-law breeds GSP, German Shepherd pointers, and when we go hunting and stuff like that for pheasant hunting, it's unbelievable. But before getting the pheasant hunting, they literally have these little pop-up things, almost like a sleeping bag, but it's kind of like turned sideways, and literally the geese come in, they pop right up and like boom, 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 and fucking shooting all of them. I see the picture of like 10,
They're in blinds,
20.
yep.
Yeah, they're in these, these like
yeah,
blinds
yeah,
that you
yeah.
lay in.
Yep.
I've never seen that
yeah,
before. I was like, oh, this is fun. but he does do the pheasant hunting, so we should go up one time. It's in PA.
Yeah.
But literally, I mean, it's the
Listen,
hunting part. It's like but the dog's
I
working.
grew up
Yeah,
hunting,
yeah,
and I moved to Jersey, and I've never hunted since. I've gone back to Maine and hunted since I've lived here, but I've never hunted a day in Jersey. We're both, we both own, own firearms and stuff. I would love to get this guy to go hunting. I would love to.
I shoot the
would
bow.
love
I
to do
shoot
it
a bow. I mean, a little bit,
Yeah, we go bow hunting. Bow hunting is the best because
Yeah.
you just kind of
You
got it
gotta
up
wait.
now.
You
You
gotta
go.
wait. You gotta be patient. That's my fucking. I don't know.
Well, you got to get him in
Well,
close.
the
You gotta
problem
get him
is,
close.
it's not being patient.
And you can't smoke bud in a tree. That's gonna be tough. You know what I'm saying?
No, you can. Why not?
Well, the deer,
Nah,
the deer ain't gonna come.
No, they're gonna come. You just keep feeding them, and you lure them in, especially with bow hunting.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
wait, is it a compound bow or is it
Compound
like,
bow. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
You're not like.
But
a
what is the
fucking
deal here?
Peter
So-
Pan bow. You know what I'm saying?
What is the deal here with feeding them? Because in Maine, I think you have to stop. I think it's a full month, maybe even 2 months before deer season. You can't bait them. Can you bait them while you're in hunting season here?
I have no idea.
Or is it sketchy? You don't know.
I don't know. I mean, that's why I just own my own property.
Yeah, exactly,
Like that.
exactly.
But I mean, if we do go hunting, you guys just literally come up,
I would
Yeah.
love
or you
that,
guys
dude.
just stay by, roll out of bed, and we'll go walk
Seriously,
5 minutes.
let's
and
do
just
that.
go hunting. You can do whatever.
Frankie,
I mean,
let's actually do that. So when hunting season here in Maine, it's it ends the weekend after Thanksgiving, and I think it starts. I don't know, like November 1st or something. What is it here?
It depends on what we're hunting. But if you guys are gonna come out, we're going big.
Deer. Yeah.
No, we're going for a bear.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah,
Let's,
no,
what do
we're going for
you
a bear.
shoot a bear with? A bow?
Not a
No,
bow.
not a bow.
Not a bow. A
Definitely
shotgun.
not a bow.
Shotgun?
Shotgun. You go. Or but I do have a bear problem.
Really?
Yes.
Well, yeah. I mean,
North Jersey.
Bears. There's more bears in New Jersey per capita than any other state in
Yeah.
in
Well,
the
and
country.
then Sussex County, like,
That's
it's the
like,
worst
yeah.
because that's where I live,
Right.
and it's the worst. And they got rid of it for like a couple years.
Oh, the bear hunt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
And that's
yeah,
Jimmy.
yeah.
That's my dad a couple years ago. The largest black bear ever shot on record was shot in New
You guys
Jersey.
can see it right there. That is dope. I mean, unfortunately I have that problem. I literally have a bear that's the size. I used to have a Honda Civic that was like a daily commuter. I literally have a bear that's that big. Like
That comes on the property.
yeah, and it has cubs and it has a
Oh, that's
mom,
dangerous,
and they
yeah.
just go like
That's when they're the most dangerous.
we were outside the other day and my kids and stuff, and we're like, hold on, I forgot who it was. My contractor. I'm like, hold on one second. I'm like, I hear something. Like I see it. I'm like, the bear just comes out. The mom and dad. So I grabbed.
Wait, the
Pete.
mom and dad's like a fucking the Partridge Family.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it's a pain in the ass because they go through the garbage all over the place and then they bring it back to my property and I got all shit all over my property. I'm like, fuck.
Wow.
But we're walking and my daughter's like, "Can we go closer?" I'm like, "Sweetheart, that's not
Yeah,
our dog.
yeah,
That's a bear.
yeah.
This is as far as we're
Your
getting
dogs
right
don't
now."
scare. Your dogs don't scare it away.
They do, the black bears. They do
Yeah,
scare them
yeah.
away. But now they have cubs too, and the mom had a shit ton of cubs. When mom and their cubs.
Yeah,
and that's
super
it.
protective.
Yeah, like one day the dogs weren't coming in, and I'm like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Guys, come in." I'm like, "Treats, all this stuff."
Yeah.
I run out there because I'm like, "It's got to be a bear." And I go, I'm looking in the woods. I got my shotgun. I got my flashlight. I'm holding. I'm like, "What are you guys barking at?" And they're going crazy. I'm like, and I look up in the tree. I'm like, "Oh shit!" I'm like, "All right, come on, let's go."
Oh, they chased the bear. And
It went
yeah.
right up to the tree, and I'm
Wow.
like, but it was a cub. So I'm like, yo, we need to go
yeah,
because
Mama
mom,
Bear's around there
dad
somewhere.
comes, that's it, we're done. Like, let's just go. It's not like
Yeah.
when dogs have puppies. Like,
Yo, but your dogs are pretty big, bro. I bet you 3 of them. They think they. I don't think they'll survive.
Well, I mean,
right?
my cousin's
Hopefully they
a bear
survive.
guide in Maine, and I don't know what type of dog it is. It's a certain breed, but that's what they do. They're trained to tree bears, to shoot.
oh yeah,
So yeah,
I mean, I got the 3 big dogs, but you got one, the dad who's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
wuss. You got the son who's he's just here for a good time. He's just looking for a stick or something.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the only one that does anything is the mom. The mom, like Harley's the only one
she's the
that
alpha?
She's the alpha.
Yeah.
She is. She'll fuck something up. But I'm like, you talk about one little dog against a big ass. I don't know. I get concerned too because we have a play set back there too, and you see the little kids and if the bears come out, like we literally leave them like. My mother-in-law lives with us. She's an ICU nurse, and she was in the military before that as a nurse. My wife, I literally have a picture of her killing Bambi. She was like 10 years old. Bambi, like I gotta find that picture for you. I'll find that picture. And the tongue is literally just hanging out. She's on the back of the.
we only have
picture bed
17
smiling.
listeners. Now we got 12. 'cause of that story.
No, he got some
I'm
more. He got
kidding,
some
I'm
hunters.
kidding.
Come on, get out of here.
We had Corey Anderson on. He told a bunch of hunting stories.
Did he?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
He's
I
a
mean,
big hunter.
between those and me, I'm like, we have the shotgun right on the mantle and the slugs just in case.
Yeah.
That's how we should all be
man.
living,
Damn.
to be honest with you. But I went. We woke up one. I was at the girls' house up north, and we woke up one Sunday morning. She's like, "Let's go for a hike," and I'm like, "Let's go." You know, she picked a spot just on a map. Like this looks good. You know what I mean? We went there. We're the only car in this parking lot, and then we pull in. I see it's like fenced in. I'm like, I've never been to a park that's fenced in. This is weird, right? And as we were pulling in, I could see on the street it was fenced in, right? So I'm like, this is weird. So we walk up to the gate, and there's a big picture of a bear on it. It says, you know, warning, bears in this area, sighted in this area. And I'm like, I'm going back to the car and get my gun. I have my concealed carry. And then I look, and it says no firearm. I'm like, and I had just got my concealed carry. I'm like, my luck, I'll walk in, there'll be a fish and game guy there. I'm not doing it. Left it in the car. We start hiking, and it's just eerily quiet. It's like quiet. And we're probably, I don't know, close to a mile in. Nobody's on the trail. I was the only car there, parked there, right? Nobody's on the trail. Saw the picture of the bear, you know, on the thing or whatever. But I'm like, it's North Jersey. They could probably have that everywhere. But I've never seen a fenced-in park, right? So we're walking. When another hiker came up behind us, right? Kind of scared the girl a little bit. And I see he's got this huge thing of bear spray strapped across his chest. And I'm like, do you ever see bears in here? He's like, oh, this is the park where that college kid from Rutgers got killed by the bear. I'm like, and that's the girl's like, we're out of
Turn
here.
around.
So we were out of there. But
He was the slowest runner.
I was
out of his friends.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
Well, you obviously. Well,
Well, that kid was.
I just got to be faster than you. That's it.
They say that kid or those kids, because I think there was three of them,
Yeah.
were antagonizing the bear because they were
what?
taking.
I don't. Come on.
That's what they say. I don't know, but he was definitely taking pictures of it as it's coming towards him. You kind of almost videoed his own demise because you see the bear getting closer and closer in the video, and it ended up killing him.
See, that's what happens when you're in Jersey. Nothing against Jersey, but like Danny Showman, he's out Midwest, and they're like, no, make sure you have a firearm. He literally has like a 45 across his chest because you see everything, not just black bears. They have brown bears, which are
Bigger.
Oh, wait, where is he? He's like in Washington? Or-
well, he went out to some trip out there, and they literally like encourage you make sure you have a firearm or bear spray or something. Going,
I hear
hiking.
bear spray don't even work though.
That's what
Right?
I'm
That's
saying.
what
I don't
everyone
know.
says like, oh, the bear spray don't even work. It's just to
Yeah,
make you
who's
feel
that guy,
better. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's just to make
it's
you
give
feel
a little
better.
confidence. Yeah, that's it.
Timothy Treadwell, right? He was the documentary filmmaker that lived with the bears in
Was
Alaska.
he a good swimmer?
Huh?
Was he a good swimmer?
Oh, Treadwell.
Yeah.
I got that actually. Thank you. I got one. I got one of your jokes.
Yeah.
I think it was like 10 seasons he lived out there, just him in a tent. And he filmed filmed these documentary series. They actually made a movie about him after he died. But
Wait,
in
who was the guy?
Timothy Treadwell.
Oh, that's the guy that was the wacko, the
he
bear
had the
guy.
long hair. He was a little bit. Yeah, he was a little bit.
fucking slow. You didn't see that? What was it called? What was the?
Can you look that up?
Cocaine
Andrew?
bear.
No,
No.
not bro. This is like
Timothy Treadwell documentary.
it's
about
like
him.
it's
And
like an
he-
unintentional comedy.
He
Is it
videoed.
really? Yeah, he's talking to these bears. He's smacking the bears. Stop it!
No,
Knock-
you never. One time.
yes,
One-
yes.
one-
Hey, knock it off.
Yeah.
Like he's acting like he's like cool with these fucking bears.
and
the
they're
bears ate him.
ginormous grizzlies.
Yeah.
but he's
Yeah,
like,
no, that's
he
why I couldn't
named
even
them
think.
all.
I'm like brown bear. Was it grizzly? I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm about past
What?
What is it?
Grizzly Man.
Check
Wow.
that documentary out.
It's wild.
What he does with these bears is incredible. But in the end, after like 10 seasons of living with him, they eat him and eat his
You
girlfriend.
only made it 2 seasons. But
Yeah,
you're-
yeah. Oh shit!
I'm past on that shit. That's
And
like,
he video. Technically, he didn't video it. He had a video camera on, but the lens cap was on it, so the audio was there of him getting eaten by this bear. It's crazy.
yeah, dude. It's unintentionally funny, dude. For real.
I'm gonna have to check
You
it
gotta
out. Now. I'm gonna have to
Grizzly
check it
Man.
out
It's a
now.
And the
good-
dude
it's
is
a good
definitely
He's out there. He's out there.
Yeah, he's out there. He's something wrong with
I
this
mean,
guy.
you'd have to be out
I
there.
mean,
to
you're
live
living
with
on your
bears,
own
yeah,
bears.
right.
I mean, it's just surprising. He found a girl that's like,
Yeah.
just as out
That's
there.
the
Yeah.
sad part of it.
Yeah.
Is that she probably would have, she trusted him. You know what I mean? Thought he knew what he was doing, and it was a very, very old bear that was, like lethargic and not lethargic. What am I trying to say? Skinny and hungry, and it found an easy meal and ate them both.
So when you start losing weight, I gotta
Yeah, you
be
gotta
careful.
watch out.
Yeah.
You gotta be,
Start getting a little
be
skinny
nervous.
on me.
Oh man, I didn't even hear. I didn't even knew about that. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
funny what you learned.
Yeah, Grizzly Man.
Grizzly
Dude, it's
Man.
fucking
Let's
wild.
live with bears. Hey, you want to be my?
He was
my bear
illegally
girlfriend?
doing it. You're not supposed to, but he would hide from the park rangers when they would fly over. He'd hide from them, so.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
That's like we had a call the other day, and we had to walk up and down the train tracks. They're not working anymore, just to find a guy that's living in the woods. And we're looking, I'm like, where is this guy? I'm like, this is some good shade or something like that. I mean, not being bad for a homeless guy.
And you had to boot him out or no?
Well, we couldn't find him.
Dude, there's a guy downtown here. You know exactly who he is because he's always not the old guy that's always sitting next to the 7-Eleven, but the other guy who's a little younger, sells he's always walking scrap metal down the street. But he lives
Dirty
on
face.
Water Street. He's got the eyebrows that are like this. But they just built new houses on Water Street. They built 5 of them. We looked at one.
Yeah.
If that road wasn't so busy, I might have bought one. But they're $850,000 houses, and he's living right next to them. Like you see his
On
trail.
What? It's just like
A tent.
in a tent.
Yeah.
Damn.
But you see his little trail that goes in, and it's just garbage everywhere. And then you got right next to it, you got $1 million house. It's crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't have that.
For wise words from a wise man. He
I'd send
literally
that-
says to me all the time, it ain't illegal to be homeless.
I agree.
That's
I agree,
it.
man. I agree.
That's it.
But
So I'm taking
It is
I'm
illegal
taking
to
all your
litter, though.
phrases
Hey,
today.
Doing a good job.
Hey, it ain't
Taught you well.
it ain't illegal
I
to.
listen when you talk.
What
I
did you
do, I
say?
listen.
What did you say? You with the deer? You bait the deer? Is that what you said? Is that
yeah,
what you call it?
corn. You put out corn or whatever, feed, and
You leave out some feed for the bear next to this guy's tent.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? They ain't take care of the problem.
Knowing that, I'd probably end up being the next Grizzly Man.
Yeah, yeah, right.
That's it. Hey, what's up? One with the bear.
Season 2.
Oh shit.
So I love that when we hit that awkward like.
Yeah. Did we just hit it?
Did we just hit it?
I made
We hit it
notes.
twice.
I made notes, but I don't want to look at him. He's like, "Oh, this fucking guy's checking out his text messages." No, I'm not. I'm actually just looking at notes.
No, not
Roger.
at all. Not at all.
Rogers
I
doesn't
wanna
have
find
much
that
up top.
fucking deer picture though. If you don't mind.
But you've hunted before? All that stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
fucking. I'm
No,
not a pro or anything
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
I grew up in Bergen County, but
Yeah.
so with my father-in-law, it was like my father-in-law. There's a certain way you do stuff, and that's what that was told from my wife. So I remember we were doing our house, and we did a lot of stuff on our own. We were doing the floors. Her pep talk to me was like, "You're here to help him. You have no ideas. Shut the fuck up. Don't do anything. Just go and help." I'm like, "Okay, babe."
Yeah.
Her pep talk to her dad was like, he never had a dad. He grew up with his mom. He doesn't know what he's doing. Just be patient with him.
Yeah.
Don't kill him. And I'm like, you literally said that to She's like, yeah. I'm like, all right.
That's fucking
So I'm
great.
like, he came in. I'm like, hey, I'm here to help you. Just tell me what to do.
Yeah.
So we started doing the floors, all that. And we didn't have our phones next to us. And at the time, my wife was just getting into her new job. And she picked some hours as a waitress and the local restaurant by us. And she called, I don't even know how many times.
Just
she
check in.
worked from like 10 o'clock to whatever. She called, I never picked up. All this stuff. She's like, oh my God, is he fucking dead? Like, she got home, like her shift was done at like 6:15. Was on the dot, like they're home, like, are you
Nervous.
okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Everything all right? This and that. I'm like,
That's great.
yeah, why? I'm like, you didn't pick up any of my calls. I thought you were like lying in a ditch. I thought my father killed you. I'm like, no, we're good.
What he didn't tell you is his father-in-law's a Shion in the Tiger Showman system.
I'll show you.
That's the
I'll
real
show you. No, you gotta see a picture of my follow-all though too. So I'm like, no, we're good. He actually didn't yell at me because like when they were doing the floors upstairs, I go, hey babe, like I was training to fight Caraway.
Yeah.
So he didn't want me. They didn't want me next to all the sawdust. I'm like, oh, I appreciate it, thank you. She's like, oh, how was doing the floors? Well, I got yelled at like 3 times and spent half the time crying on like the toilet. I'm like, what the fuck did you do? I'm like, it's just just one way. So yeah, so you want to see? Hold on, this is this is my wife and father-in-law back in the day with that
Oh,
little,
wow.
Oh, that's
that
great.
little thing.
That's great.
But this is my father-in-law.
Oh, shit, bro.
shit.
And he could fucking shoot from like 100 to 300
Dude,
yards.
it's
Wow.
jacked.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He's got like 10-pack.
Wow.
He got a 10-pack, bro.
So, but it's not. I'm not worried about fighting him. But if he had a gun on him,
yeah,
like,
now it's
like,
all right, man.
like
Yeah.
my daughter was 3 weeks old. My firstborn, 3 weeks old. Come in. I'm like, is this a gun? She's like, yeah. I got her a pink Camel Henry 22 bolt action. I go, Pop. I'm like, she's only fucking 3 weeks old. Like, this is cool as fuck, but I'm like, she's not gonna be able to use it.
That's awesome.
So now I joke around because my daughter's got my daughters look like my wife. Thank God. They got blue eyes, blonde hair, all this stuff. But I got my one daughter who acts completely like me, athletic as shit. Then I got my other daughter who's fucking a brainiac, which is like my wife. And I literally am like, if you take them out, I just worry about fucking like Rosie's gonna have a plan. Penelope's like, oh yeah, Pop, you think that's funny? Boom, right in the ass.
right.
I'm like, you better prepare yourself, be nice to these kids, because I don't know what's gonna happen if you go out and take them hunting. So, but yeah, like he is one of a kind. I tell you that. He's a
That's
funny
cool.
dude.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. Your kids get to
Talking about
have that
working on your
experience.
house reminded me of following Jim Miller on Instagram. He's always working on his house because they bought like a 120-year-old farmhouse or something. He's fucking hysterical, bro. Do you follow him? He
I got to now. I mean,
commentary on like changing the old steel plumbing shit pipes in the basement, and his dry sense of humor is just hysterical. He's a riot, man. You got to follow him. If you
I'll
don't.
follow. No, I'll
He's
follow
a big
now.
time hunter too. You know.
Yeah,
so.
I you know
I
what?
think he's up where? Sparta.
Well, no, I mean
No?
that's where he's from. But he's somewhere
Something-
out
yeah.
west. You know?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, definitely out
Yeah.
west. Actually, that's funny. You know, we talk about lookalikes. We fall on the same card, and then someone came up and hell, congratulations, Miller. I'm like, it's not me. But we both had short hair. But I'm like, that's like he's
Beard. you
Yeah,
know?
but he's like 5'10", 5'9". I'm fucking.
You look tall on TV
I'm
too.
5'4".
They see the ears. They see the ears. You know,
Frankie might actually be the taller one in the picture today.
No, I don't think so. I think we're probably about the same height. You know?
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, you're a little taller than me. But no, that's
Doesn't matter if you know how to fight. What's your saying? Everybody's the same size on the
Everybody's
ground?
the same size on our back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I tell that to my wife all the time. But dude, you've had to have this happen to you. Like, you go, you fight, all this stuff, then you meet people like, I don't know. I had me a handful of times. Man, you're really bigger on TV.
Yeah,
I'm
you look
like,
so much bigger
yeah,
on
man,
TV.
I go, TV ads like a couple inches and 20 pounds.
Yeah. So much bigger on TV.
Oh, I get that all the time.
Yeah, hell yeah. Oh,
Does that bother you?
no.
No.
Nah.
I'm like, yeah, you're blood.
Even I get it for mine. I just always say buy a smaller TV. But
Well, you say you're so much bigger on TV?
no, people say you look bigger on TV.
Yeah, you're fucking a giant. You're 6'4".
Yeah, you're bigger. Yeah.
Who says that to you?
Every time I go to ShopRite, somebody says it to me. Same guy said it a bunch of times. He works there. He's like, dude, I was like, I know, bro. You
That's
tell
why
me
he works-
fucking every
that's
time
why
I
he
go.
How
That's
big is
why he
he?
works
How
at
big is he?
ShopRite.
Yeah.
How big is he?
Fat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how tall?
How tall?
Not as tall as me.
Yeah,
Shorter,
okay. So
under
I say, what the
6'4".
fuck, bro?
Yeah.
I'm still taller than you, pal.
Well, don't.
I'd be throwing my height around. If I was that big, I'd be throwing my height around. Come on.
Well, I fuck around. Like, I tell people I'm 6'2". No, you're not. I'm
Yeah.
6'2" in my head.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm like, we're eye to eye, motherfucker. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, it don't matter. It don't matter.
Yeah, it was a little rough, I guess, like when dating girls. Like that's why the line came in was, I was not the well-behaved young man.
Yeah.
You know, like most
Yeah.
of us. And
Right.
they'd be like, oh, like they'd be 5'6", 5'7". Like, oh, you're a little short for me. I'm like, nah, we're laying down, sweetheart.
Yeah,
And
that's it.
That was it. That was like the
great.
line.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I'm coming home.
Yeah,
Come on.
that's it.
So, but yeah, I don't know.
Listen, all of us, all dudes and girls too. We all have insecurities, right? I mean, I was a skinny kid. I was skinny as a rail growing up, and then I moved to Jersey, and everybody's jacked and big, and I was like, I got to join a gym. You know what I mean? So
That bothered you? Everybody was jacked?
yeah, everybody. I moved to Jersey because I wanted the hot girls, and you're not going to get the hot girls if you're not big and jacked. So
Now, I mean, I don't know about you guys. I'd probably not, but I haven't been like at the shore in a club. I can't tell you.
I mean, literally Seaside's right over the bridge, so
Yeah.
I'm there all the time. We go to the beach there. That's where we go to the beach.
it's like
and
when
the
you go to-
boardwalk, we'll go eat. But I haven't been to a club. And
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like, is it the same? Like, I feel like it's
They don't
changed
have.
so
They really don't
much
have them.
when
Like,
we were
I
younger.
don't know if you
to
remember,
now.
like Karma, Bamboo,
they're all gone.
Temps.
Yeah.
All those clubs are gone.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, I don't go
Yeah.
anymore. I date a younger girl. She's 10 years younger than me, so she still likes to go out. So on my weekends, I'll never bail on my kids ever. But if it's a weekend I don't have my kids, we'll go out. But I'm like, by 10 o'clock, I'm like, can we get home? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm
Netflix
over,
and chill.
I'm over that shit, yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
I'll do a occasional brunch here or there because, the day drink is not as bad. But
Way better.
That-
Day drinking is way
Oh,
better,
yeah.
I feel like.
That late night stuff, or even like Memorial Day weekend, I went to a party that started at 3. You were probably at Steve's, I would imagine, and you're home by 9, 10 o'clock. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's
Yeah.
what I enjoy now.
But I never, even like when I was young, I wasn't like a big club. I mean, I've been to clubs and shit, but I never like really
Yeah, me too.
enjoy going out to those things. You know?
Well, I didn't mind. Clubs were okay. It was always fine. Like, I like the dive bars.
Yeah,
Good music,
exactly.
and just find
yeah.
a place to drink and hang out with friends.
Right.
But again, like, back in the day, we would drink 2, 3 in the morning,
Oh, yeah.
sleep 3 hours, get up, and go get punched in the face.
Yeah, I know.
And be completely fine. Then
Yeah.
for me, I don't know about you, but me, 25 hit and was like, yeah, I can't do that shit
Yeah,
anymore.
no.
It was even 25. I was like, then as I got older, I'm like, oh my god, this is
even
worse.
Even worse.
Oh my god.
My girl knows the rule with me. If there's a line, I ain't waiting. So don't go to any place that's packed, because if there's a line to get in, I'm not going. Not standing on any line anymore. I remember used to.
He's like, my time's ticking. I'm almost, fuck.
Exactly.
Waste none.
Exactly.
That's a good rule.
Yeah.
I wish I had that
Especially
rule.
for somebody you don't really want to be.
This made sense too. I saw somebody, not that it has anything to do with it, they're just standing up or a line. A guy posted something. It kind of went viral. They're talking about it on some of the, morning shows and shit. A guy said, if I order food standing up, you're not getting a tip. You know how every time you go into a place now and you order food and they spin it around like, what do you want to tip me? He said, if I order food and I'm standing up, I'm not giving you a tip.
That's good.
It kind of makes sense.
Good, bro.
Yeah.
This whole tip culture is out of hand.
It is.
Right? Like, waitress, a waitress makes $2 an hour.
Yeah.
You got to give her a tip. These Starbucks
100%.
people, they make minimum wage, which is like what? 12 fucking
Really?
bucks an hour?
15.
Right? 15 now?
That's what they make.
They have to. You have to make at least minimum wage.
Oh, I didn't know that. I know
Yeah.
waitress, like a waiter, waitress, they're always going on. Like I had a friend growing up.
Even if you go through the drive-through now and you swipe your card, they hand you the
Yeah.
little thing like with the tip on it. Like
I mean, like, like give the barista, give him $1. Yeah, all right. But like sometimes, I don't know. Damn, the coffee's fucking $7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, do you mean now you're like, did you get shit for not leaving a tip for a barista? Like,
Yeah,
is that what it
yeah.
is?
Did they remember you next
She
time?
spinning
No,
it?
but did she
No,
give
no.
you a hard time?
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
you might have liked
yeah.
to spin. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, he was kind of,
Hey.
Listen, I always tip, even if I'm standing up. But if I'm standing up to order, I'm doing the minimum on it. You know what I mean? Because you're not really providing me. You're providing me a service, but it's a minimal service. You're providing me a product, really. But if you're waiting on me, then I'll absolutely tip you.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. I mean, like, even if it's bad service, I'm still giving 15%. It's great service. I'm definitely
Absolutely.
giving more. We went to. He actually got me a gift card. I forgot what it was for. He got me a gift card, but to the Brazilian steakhouse that's in. Wait, what's it called again?
Fogo de Chao?
Fogo de Chao. Yes. So we went there. I had this. So I'm talking to this kid, and I left him like $100.
Because
The
he
bill
went
wasn't.
above and beyond, right?
He went above. I had my girls were crying. He did everything. I was gonna get the knives out of here for the girls, all this stuff. So we're talking. I'm like, how old are you? He's like, I'm 17. I'm like, you're 17. You have that much common sense? I go, I want to hire you in my school as my manager. I'm like, this kid was unbelievable. And he was just telling me a time, like, same stuff, like a rapper came in one time, this and that. And he was, oh, you look familiar. I'm like, oh, and then I started talking about fighting. But then I'm like, listen, how old are you? I started talking. I'm like, dude, for a 17-year-old kid, I'm like, why are you doing this? You could do something else. That common sense. This next
They lack
generation, they
it,
lack
dude,
it huge.
big time.
No critical thinking. No, I mean, I don't know. You can talk about the police department, how it is. He's not going to talk about it. I'm putting him on the spot. You can talk about it. You're really quiet.
No, it's
over
just
there.
kids today. They grew up with this in their hands. So
right.
they don't have to research things. They didn't play manhunt. They didn't figure things out. So they don't have critical thinking skills. They can't problem solve, and it's a rough generation.
Yeah.
And that's what's coming.
There's no
it's scary.
in-person,
No, they have no
dialect either.
social
They're all
skills
through
and
social media.
everything's- exactly.
Yep.
It's rough.
Tim Kennedy said the same thing about the military, right? The lack of qualified personnel for the military is ridiculous now. That's why they're lowering like PT standards and stuff, because they can't find good quality people, which is sad what our country is becoming. You
But
know?
that's NY. I was just in the city yesterday getting a tattoo for my artist, and just the same thing with NYPD. I was talking to this barber that was hanging out, and then that's the same thing. NYPD. We actually went for our defensive tactics. They don't have to shave anymore their face or their hair. Wow. There's no PT requirements. And even the classroom has gone down from what I heard.
Yeah.
They're just trying to take whatever. They're
Lower
so
the
short.
standards.
Right.
They're so
Bro,
short.
you could see what's walking around in the city, dude, in police uniforms. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I would just said in general, like you just see.
Well,
what's
yeah, in
walking
general. But
around
I'm
there.
saying the police force, bro, that's nuts.
He says it all the time, and they're like, people. Listen, at the end of the day, not even saying that. Just you're in a uniform, you're dealing with someone, a perp, suspect, whatever you want to call it. He's sizing you the fuck up.
Absolutely.
Saying,
Yeah,
hey,
bro.
can I fucking kick his ass? Can I run, or am I have to give up?
Right.
Now you get a guy that's out of shape and all this stuff, and his clothes are all fucked up. And he's like, I got this. You know what I mean? You get someone like me or him, they're like, oh yeah, I'm okay. I'll turn around, put my hands behind my back.
Yeah,
That's why if I could hire all fighters, they make the best cops, because they come with that confidence that people just pick up on it. And they act. They know they can do whatever they need to do when it goes down.
Right.
So they're cool. They're calm.
Right.
They de-escalate people. He's never going to get into an altercation because it comes off him. You know, the aura of I'm confident,
Yep.
not
Yeah.
cocky. he's humble, but he's cool, and I'm trying to hire all
You want
guys
to drop?
like that.
I know a guy. Dude, you got
I'm
offer.
too old, bro.
You got
I'm too
offer a
old.
fight.
I'm
You got
too
offer
old.
a job.
I'm too old.
No, you can still be a SLEO too. You can still be a cop.
Yeah,
Great benefits.
Yeah. I thought you had to be at 35. I thought after 35 you can't be a cop.
There's other stuff, man.
Is it?
Yeah.
So there's two different ways, right? There's Chiefs test.
Oh, you know what? Sorry to cut you off.
ahead, buddy.
Marlon Marias just got his badge.
No way.
No way.
Down in Florida. Yep.
That's awesome.
He's in Florida
yeah,
now.
Yeah.
How's he doing?
Davy's the town, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He sent me the video. I gotta show you after. He sent me the video of him getting
Tased?
tased. That's hilarious.
He got tased.
Yeah.
So they don't do that in Jersey. You get sprayed.
Oh, spray.
The OC
yeah.
sprays, pepper
Yeah.
spray, but you don't get tased. They
Yeah.
they won't allow it. Which I really want to do it just to feel it
Yeah.
one time.
Bro, this is funny. You gotta see this.
Did he just fall?
They make you go down. Two people are holding him, I guess.
Okay.
And they make you go down. Yeah.
It just locks you up, right?
See,
You can't
Florida's
move at
different,
all.
man.
Yeah.
Totally different.
Totally
Wow.
different.
We don't believe in the tools, the weapons, because guys become reliant on them, and then when they don't work, they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So whenever you see cops on video, wigging out, it's because they have no confidence and they have no
they're
training.
scared, yeah.
They have no skills beyond their tools. So we say, forget about the tool belt. Let us teach you how to use your hands, your words, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, and that's what's going to be your foundation, and then you don't have to worry about anything else.
Well, that's
How many times you see a taser fail or OC sprays it comes back in the cop's face?
Yeah.
And then what do you do?
There was that female veteran officer. I don't know what state it was in. It wasn't that long ago. They were trying to get a guy out of the car. Minnesota.
She
He was
thought
trying
she
to
was
leave.
pulling her taser.
She thought she was pulling her taser. She pulled her handgun.
And we use that in our training.
She shot him.
Yeah,
and he
because,
died.
because she's probably never been in that type of situation.
High tension
so she
situation.
panicked, and she didn't mean to do
Of
that.
course not.
Right.
But if she trained the way we train, she would have been more cool. She wouldn't have wigged out like that.
You could see how visibly distraught she was when she was on trial. Like it was, she was just a basket case. Obviously, it wasn't intentional. The young man still
Definitely
lost
not.
his life, but
Yeah.
you know,
I think
You got to be better than that, though.
Yeah.
You got to train
Right.
for those things.
But that's
Right,
like
right.
he's saying, like there's been plenty of videos we watch because we're trying to get it out and we review stuff with the guys, stuff like that. You see how many? I don't know how many videos you see the guy who shoots a taser, it's not working. Now like you can't shoot the guy, he doesn't have a gun.
Yep.
Got to go hands on. But
Yeah.
well, I noticed. I watch a lot of those cop shows. If they're wearing any kind of baggy clothing, even a baggy hoodie, it doesn't go
it's
through. It
not
doesn't
going through.
penetrate.
So it doesn't go through.
Right.
You got to be able to go hands on if it doesn't work, if it
Right.
fails. But then the other thing is too, like in the state of New Jersey, you're liable
What
of
happens
where
after?
that person falls.
Right.
So did you ever see the one where the guy's running from it's a motor vehicle stop? The guy starts running. He's like, "I'm gonna tase you." He tases him. The guy runs across the oncoming traffic, gets tased, falls, and then just
Run over.
ran over.
wow.
Yeah. I'm like, because that's your responsibility.
Yeah.
Like,
Sure.
I had, I think some people should carry it and it's good and you should have that less lethal. But I'm one of those guys that all right, my partner, you got the less lethal. I'm going hands on because that's just, I don't want to have that responsibility. I trust you and I got your back hands on. Don't worry about it. You just kind of stay there and watch. I'll take care of this dude.
It's a tough day and age now to be a police officer. No question about it. I mean, obviously we support the men and women in blue, but it's tough now. You know what I mean? You guys are under scrutiny constantly. And,
Yeah.
Well, yes, but it's slowly now like it's kind of going the other way.
pendulum has swung?
Pendulum is swinging.
Good,
Yeah,
good.
I mean, we just started a street crimes unit in Elmwood Park, and if you see the stuff the guys are taking down and what we've been rolling with and doing, it's really awesome. Like it's that I'm not gonna lie. Like we don't want that, but that is some of the fun work because now you're really like
Sure.
investigating.
you got to
your-
ride the wave and give the people
Yeah.
what they want. So after Floyd, de-police, treat people. I always treat people with respect, right? Be professional. But all right, more community policing. Then, because of the bail reform and all the stuff, crime is spiking. So people want safety. People want enforcement.
Now they're gonna say, "Fund the police,
Well,
bring
yeah,
them back."
exactly.
Yeah.
So you
That's
ride
what
the
happens.
wave and
Right.
you do what you got to do, but you always do it professionally. You always do it with kindness, compassion. There's no reason. I tell these guys, it could be your family. Don't treat people like a douchebag. No, even if it's a suspect, a scumbag, give him all the respect in the world until he gives you a reason not to.
Right.
Come on, be professionals.
I think who said that? Didn't Dalton say that?
Oh no, be nice till it's time not to be.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, we use that.
Be
we use
nice
that video
till
on our
it's time not to
training.
be nice.
Listen, I didn't think the second one. I didn't think
I didn't
the,
see it
the
yet. I didn't see
remake
it. I
wasn't
didn't see it.
bad.
I haven't seen it yet.
It
I
had
want
to
to see it
be. okay, I didn't think the remake wasn't bad at all. It was like more this generation, but
Still
the
not.
original is
Oh,
the original,
it
man.
takes
That's
cake.
like
It's
Yeah,
almost
gotcha,
always that case.
gotcha.
Can you think of
Yeah.
one that was a sequel was better than the original? I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Alien.
You think so? Wait, Sigourney Weaver was the original?
No, Alien and Aliens came out, right?
Yeah, but it was a Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney
right?
Weaver was in the original.
yeah.
Correct?
Both
I
of them, I
forgot-
think.
That's the
She
best
was-
one. What was the second
There
one?
was like 7 of them.
With the little girl. What was her name?
I don't know.
Oh,
There was a whole bunch of them, but-
There was a whole bunch. I know what you're talking about. That's
Yeah,
a real old
That's the best one.
Rocky 1 was the best, but the other couple Rockies are good.
Yeah, they're
That was
good. Yeah.
for.
Rocky 1 is the classic
Definitely.
story and everything. Yeah.
But Drago, those were good.
Top Gun,
They were all
bro.
good.
The new
They're just
Top
not
Gun.
as good
one.
as
Top
good.
Gun was good.
That was the
the
sequel. Was
first one
pretty.
and-
Still not as good as the original, but great.
Hey,
Oh,
no, it was
bro.
good.
I
It
don't
was
know,
great.
man.
How did it open? It didn't change the thing. It opened up the same
Yeah.
way the original opened up. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't broken. It didn't really fix any. I mean, I thought that was pretty good. The second one.
Yeah.
I mean,
Me
nothing always. Okay, the original's here, and the second one's like right there behind it, and that one.
Godfather 2.
Yeah,
Yes.
I keep hearing that. A lot of
Yes.
people say
Yeah.
that. A lot of
Godfather
people say
2 is
that.
definitely the best. out of
First
them.
Blood and Rambo.
Yeah, because what was first? Oh no, what the first one was called First Blood.
First Blood.
Yeah. And the second one was it's Rambo. Yeah.
Those were close.
Yeah, now we're all thinking.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to think now.
I can't really think off the top of my head. Godfather actually popped up.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah. I
Star
think-
Wars. You're a Star Wars guy.
yeah. Well, no, the newer ones were the ones they recently made. I mean, the best. I mean, okay. All right, there are 3 movies, but there are 9 movies, but the best 3 are the 4, 5, 6. They're like,
Don't they say
It's
he
like what came
robbed
out in like
a lot of
2000s.
yeah, the
Yeah.
older
Oh,
ones.
yeah,
no,
the oldest ones.
with Harrison Ford and
yeah,
all that. I mean, they were in all of them, but
Right.
those were the first 3 that they came
Yeah,
out were
yeah, the best.
were the best. You know?
They say a lot of the ideas and concepts of that were robbed from another movie that came out before.
Like,
What was
well,
the name of the movie?
Dune.
Dune.
And now they're making the Dune.
Yeah, they're making the Dune.
They're making a Dune.
Yeah,
Right?
but
Well, actually, they made it back in the day too.
Did they?
Yeah, there's an old Dune, but now it's Dune 1 and Dune 2 just came out.
Well, now you talk about old movies. You know, I was just watching the other day, Mad Max.
Mad Max. I was just thinking of that.
Yeah.
But again, I still think the
Mel
original.
Gibson.
You think the
But,
first
yeah.
one was
Oh yeah.
better than?
Listen, the
'cause there
second one was
like-
great. The amount of money they put into that second one, but
Yeah.
now there's a new one coming out, right?
Even
Wait,
with
another
a
one?
chick.
Another
yeah.
one's coming out. Yeah.
Oh, they're doing the girl. I don't
The
remember
girl,
her
yeah,
name.
yeah.
But like, so they did what? 3 of them, right?
3.
3 of them was Mel Gibson, right? And then they did with the one with Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
So what did you think of the one with Tom Hardy?
Thought it was great, but
Yeah.
again, doesn't beat the original in my opinion.
Yeah.
Thought it was great.
I
Like
thought
a great
the
movie.
same thing too. I thought,
Yeah.
but I'm a big fan of the 1 and 2 a lot. I thought 2 was pretty good. I mean, 1 is always good, and then 2 was right behind it. You know, I thought with Mad Max, that was pretty good. I
We
think-
were coming up with ideas like when we first were thinking about doing a podcast, and we're like, we got to come up with some some cool ideas and some cool concepts and some art or whatever. And Frankie was like, you remember in Beyond Thunderdome when that what was the guy's name? The big dude with the little guy, little midget on his back.
The Intimidator or something.
Yeah,
I don't
whatever
know
that
his
guy's
name.
name. He was like, we should do that. Me on your
Something
back. I
Nader.
was like, bro, I'm all in. Let's do that.
What was it? Something you know what I'm saying? Right?
I know exactly.
Yeah.
I just can't think of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I don't know his name. I have the picture of
Yeah,
it
yeah,
in my
yeah,
head though.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
So
funny.
Zen, he's going Zen. Yeah.
What was it?
Zen
Oh,
King.
oh, Sin. Thought you were looking up the Mad Max shit. Well, all right. Anyway, brother, I think we can wrap on that, man. It was amazing to have you in, bro. You got to sign the
Appreciate it.
board before you leave.
Yeah,
alright.
Tell the people where they can find your school for starters, where they can find you on social media, and do you have a fight coming up at Bare Knuckle, or you don't nothing announced?
First thing, I mean, as far as I'm told, they're flying me out end of June for the 145 championship bout.
Oh, right on.
So it's Duran versus Kai Stewart, the guys you saw with the mustache.
Yeah.
And I should probably fight the winner of that. That's what I was told after that.
I'll tell you, man. I think you'd give him fits, the dude that wrestles, though, because it's a tough thing. He likes to get under people. It's fucking hard hell to
Can't get under
you.
when
Yeah,
you're short.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah, tough.
hey, listen, I fucking, you know how it is. How good was our takedown defense?
Yeah,
in UFC?
yeah.
No one gets under short
No,
people.
hell
That's
no,
it. Fuck
hell
that.
no. They don't even want to shoot. It's the
Yeah,
best.
that's it. Oh, yeah, ADD kicking again. You're speaking about Rocky. This guy with the Maynard match. with
Dude.
Rocky.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
What happened the first round? You just got to get warmed up? Is
Yeah,
that what it
dude. I
was?
don't know, man.
That
Shit,
iconic
like this
picture right
shit.
behind you, right there.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
I just don't get the first round. But not even that it happens just one time.
Yeah,
We fight.
twice. I know. It's like, dude, come on.
Oh, no, it's rough. It's all good. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry. ADD kicking. My bad. You guys can find me, Jimmie Rivera, Instagram, Facebook too. Don't go through Elmwood Park if you're doing something illegal, please.
Because we're gonna get you, bro.
Yeah,
Gonna get you.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you guys having me on and having him with me as well, and it's fucking fun.
Yeah, no,
shooting
good times, man. Always a pleasure, man.
Absolutely.
A Jersey compadre in the fight game, and we battled it up in the gym. So pleasure having you
times,
on,
man,
man.
always.
Definitely,
Mike, you as well. Thank
Thanks
you
for
for
having
coming
me,
in,
guys.
man. Appreciate you, boys and blue, for sure, and
you.
girls.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bruce.
All right.
Guys, just a reminder, don't forget to find and follow us on YouTube, Rumble, Instagram, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and most other podcast platforms.